So might get a bit polemical, but that's why I want to hear from you more. So I always see you fighting with the CEO of Block One over Twitter. So
I don't fight with him. I just talk shit.
I just want to know what is your problems with the EOS project.
Well, my problems stem mostly from the existential issues. It's not okay to say you have no fiduciary or moral obligations to anybody, but yet you'll take $4 billion from them. It wasn't okay to say they could put the money they raised back into the crowd sale without any transparency. It's not okay not to disclose all the investors and the people who are behind the project or the obligations these people have with the money that they raise. It's not okay for 90% of supply to be controlled by 1% of the actors in a system where 51% can permanently control the system and then resell those to exchanges and other actors. It's not okay to say you have 500,000 transactions per second performance when independent tests, the consensus conducted show about 250 transactions per second. It's not okay to say the system is done and it's secure, and then for people to lose money and for systems to fall apart. Okay? It is perfectly okay to experiment and take risks and do crazy things. Tezos is doing this right now with Athens. And they're doing good work. There's good people there. It's not okay to say you can do X, but you really can't do X, and there's no independent evidence of that. And you just say, I don't need evidence. I don't need science. Fuck your scientists. It'll just slow us down. It's not okay to do that. And also, it contaminates our entire space. Because what it does is it says, this is decentralization. 21 nodes in a BFT protocol. It's not even a BFT protocol. It's not decentralization. It's not. And this is why China likes it. It's why they're so highly rated. They're like, oh yeah, we like this system. Very easy for us to get an understanding of it, run it, and deploy it. Yeah, use EOS. So this is my problem. And it wasn't so much of an issue until they raised $4 billion because it's not my issue, it's the Securities Exchange Commission's issue. They solicited U.S. investment. I was in New York City at Consensus in 2017. They had 2 floors of that conference. They had their logo on Times Square's video screen. To say that they didn't do a roadshow and solicit U.S. investment is insane. And the Securities Exchange Commission will inevitably get involved, and they're not going to differentiate and say EOS is the bad actor and Cardano's the good actor. They're going to make a general purpose claim, as they're doing with Kick. And it makes my job harder, and everyone else who's innovating his job is harder. And to add that on top, when Dan Larimer lied and said that we plagiarized his work, his shit work, without any evidence at all, that was beyond the pale. You know, I went to see Boulder. We had a professor kill a student. He hit him with his car. He got suspended. We had another professor who plagiarized. He got fired. So in the academic world, when you say an academic has plagiarized, it's serious. It's a bad deal. We never did it. There was no evidence of it. He lied and never retracted the lie. His community carried it on for months and months and months and months and months. We wrote not one but 2 rebuttals. All of our work has been peer-reviewed. We sent it to Eurocrypt, to CCSN, crypto, major conferences where only 10% of the papers submitted or accepted amongst academics from Stanford and MIT and University of Tokyo and other major institutions. 0 of their work has been submitted to outside criticism. Yet they assert, well, we're just geniuses, we know everything, and anybody who's invented anything copied our work. All he did is take a 1980s protocol, put a voting system on it, and build a Rube Goldberg machine to raise a lot of money during the bubble. Great for him. And then to assert moral superiority over the entire ecosystem, everybody, and force all of us now to live with their malfeasance is immoral and wrong. I don't have any issues with Brendan or any of these other people, and I actually kind of like Brock. I see him every now and then. Not a bad guy. What I have issues with is lying about our project, raising $4 billion, saying they owe no fiduciary obligation to the people they raised the money from. I'm a for-profit business. I have an obligation to deliver Cardano. I have a contract for that. I've spent years of my life following that contract, writing papers, writing code, delivering things. I have a help desk. If you have a problem with devils, you submit a bug report to me. I have responsibilities and obligations. Okay? He says he doesn't have any. He can just spend it on a yacht. Can we allow as an ecosystem this type of behavior? Are we any better from the bankers who collapsed the economy in 2008 and they gave themselves $100 million bonuses for the privilege of doing that if we allow this to happen because he was smart enough to raise the money at that particular period of time? It's wrong. It's morally wrong. Next question.